As humans, we share a lot of similar experiences throughout life, especially school. We all went to school, right? But I think most of us, when we were in a class that we didn't like at all, we caught ourselves just staring at the wall instead of actually listening to the teacher. And it's not because you don't care, and it's not because you're dumb or something that you don't like. It's because your brain just simply disconnected. This is maybe why you can remember something you wore or something you ate many days ago, or you can remember a movie poster, music video, a movie, anything, but you cannot remember what you learned in class just 3 days ago. And this is not your fault. Maybe school should not adapt, maybe students should not adapt to school, but school should adapt to students. When I started with this research, I just was curious about something that happened to me and that happened to most of us. I noticed something. When some classrooms felt alive, while other classrooms felt impossible to survive. And this is a pattern. In some classrooms that has colors, videos, digital and dynamic stuff, people participated. People were willing to raise their hand and tell the answer. While in other classrooms, that was completely the opposite. There was no colors in the walls. The teacher was just dictating the textbooks without anything fun or just simply text in the board. People were begging for the bell to ring. People were just not really interested and they didn't learn. That's the most important thing. Learning, not just memorizing. Think about this. Our generation, specifically Gen Z, were raised through this methodology. In our movies, how we raised with telephones, cell phones, or anything. This is in our DNA. This is what we are. Also, there are some experiences that people happens nowadays unconsciously, like little kids, toddlers. When you place a place of food in them, without anything, they won't eat it. But when you place an iPad in front of them, they will start eating automatically without saying anything, without fighting, without saying anything else in return. This is why humans in the past, when we didn't have textbooks or anything, we had drawings. People didn't explain us things many centuries ago with a textbook. They didn't write stories with letters. They instead draw, make hieroglyphics like the Egyptians. This was in our inside of bodies. This is what we are. This is human. And I noticed that there is a gap that exists. In some classrooms, teachers use these dynamic things, while others stayed in the traditional way, and this confused students. This didn't make them learn properly, and this was a problem, because the students don't need a gap. The students need teachers that all of them use the same methodology, or instead they wouldn't learn. So this is what I'm trying to say to you. Schools maybe should adapt to students. They should not tell them to be creative, to imagine in places that they don't let them be, in places that they don't let them to be creative. Thank you.